talking to Phil, that goal that Lav scored off the play that Phil made.
Yeah.
That's two guys that know each other well and know where to be. Did you have that in mind when you put them together, kind of when the season started, knowing that they played together a little bit?
I think I had it in mind of maybe possibly trying a line together, and that was the line that I was thinking of. But again, with Phil missing training camp, we didn't get that opportunity to really work and see what that might be like. And, coaching against them in the years past, I know that that line has had some the line of Cap and Phil and Laugh. They had good chemistry together, but when we were just looking at positions and what we might try and what might be available, for me it was more about getting those younger players more minutes, more involved, and I think they've done a good job handling that so far.
And Laugh, created a couple of goals off the forecheck. It seems like adding that kind of first guy and physical part to his game has kind of made him grow a little bit too.
Yeah, I think that I think they're different pieces. Just sometimes a line that has all three of the same thing might be off a little bit, and so I think they bring a little bit something different to the table with how they play the game. So far, it's been good. I think Cap's done a good job up with Mika and Crides, and so the players that you're talking about, they seem to be slotting in and fitting in.
With a player like Artemi, what did you know about him coming in, having coached against him, and what have you learned about him since coaching him?
I knew that he was a real dangerous player when I was on another bench, and he's put up a lot of points in the last 5 years, the last 7 years, ranking upward in the NHL in the upper echelon with regard to points. I think you really can appreciate what a player does when you actually coach him on a day in and day out basis, and you see him in practice, you see him in games, you count on him to help a team be successful. And I think that's more of what you get when you're behind the bench or out on the ice with a player and you get to know them more.
Do you sense that when you throw him out for an occasional extra shift or a couple of occasional extra shifts, that he can thrive in doing that?
I think that he's one of those players that when he's going, you want to get him on the ice more. And so opportunities presented itself to do that. And if he's going and if he's playing, then I'm open to giving him a little bit more ice time.
How do you bottle the way you played the other night to get consistency?
Well, that's probably the goal of every team, Sam, is to get consistency, right? To know what you're capable of, and then to try to get that on a daily basis. And so right now we're talking about it. We showed some video today. It was a lot of good stuff, where the day before it was a lot of corrections on things. Today was some positive stuff. A couple things we could have done better. Have a practice like we did today. I thought it was popping and crisp and sharp and competitive and fast, and reinforcing what happened in the two scenarios, reinforcing the numbers and the statistics from last game, and if we're ready to play and if we're ready to compete, what can happen, and and then ultimately trusting each other that that's what we're going to bring on a daily basis.
Is there any concern Benino won't be good to go tomorrow night?
I can't answer that right now. It's just he's a little bit under the weather, and so we'll wake up tomorrow and see how he's doing.
I think one of the things you said earlier was that you expect to be better after 10 games than on opening night.
Yeah.
Better after 40 games than after 10 games. After 5 games, are you trending in the direction that?
So after 5 games, and because the sample size that you're talking about is still so short, I even go back to 5 and 6 when it was mostly our team. I really like the way that we competed and played. And 5 of the so how many have we played? 6 of the 7 games. I really like the way that we tried to do the right things and the intent, and that was good. And so there were some mistakes that were made in some of those games. But it seems the cleaner we play with regard to what we're giving the opponent, which I don't think we gave much the other day, the better chances this team's going to have of being successful. And so there's things that we've done. There's a lot of things that we did well last game, and so it's still early, but with the exception of the Nashville game, there's been a lot of good things that I've been happy with.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.